Before I jump into today's video, I'd like to give a huge thanks to Left Strafe for that shout out he gave me on his Galt love story video that he posted yesterday. If you didn't see it, you should go see it now. Okay, now. Go to that stuff right now. Stop my video, go to his video right now and watch that. It's hilarious. And I'm also in the background if you want to see me because I'm beautiful. I'm super motivated and ready to push out some content for you guys, and I'm really looking forward to the whole YouTube experience. With all that stuff being said, thank you again, Left Strafe. In today's video, I'll be showcasing my build for Ernest. If you didn't know already, Ernest's Helix and abilities have been posted on the Battleborn Wiki, so if you want to, you can pause this video and go there, read it all yourself, then resume my video, and look at the screenshots that I've taken of the Wiki, all that information on there, all the juicy stuff, and then see the build I've made for him, so that on launch day, when he's out, you've got a good understanding of how you should maybe play him, based on my opinion, and maybe you could look real cool in front of your friends, playing Ernest like a boss, getting all them kills, enemy team don't know what the hell's going on, and you're just sitting there, and maybe even get worthy a song or something, you know? Anyway, let's just jump right into this shit, man. Let's just fucking go. Looking at Ernest's abilities, his primary weapon is his signature grenade launcher. Ernest will shoot out explosive canisters that detonate on direct impact with an enemy or after a short delay. His talent, Detonator, which is his offhand attack, can detonate thrown out explosive charges that you have sitting somewhere, or switch the modes between your power egg. Your power egg is a little beacon, kind of like a Cleese Rift, that you can place somewhere that will boost your teammates' attack speed and defense damage reduction. Damage reduction is by 15%, and attack speed is by 25%. Explosive charge are little sticky grenades that you can throw somewhere that'll stick to basically anything, and you can leave there as long as you want, and then blow them up at your own with your detonator. Direct hit, which is his passive, is whenever you shoot out your grenade launcher and the canisters come out. If you hit an enemy directly, it'll blow up right away and do bonus damage. Mind Grid, which is his ultimate, throws a bunch of sticky grenades up in the air, and then they come back down and blow up and do 100 damage each. Let's jump into his helixes and start the build. Before I jump into my list here, I want to say I'm not going to be picking any of the mutations here, as they cannot even be used until you unlock them through progression, and it's kind of hard to give a build where I say take this mutation if you don't have it. So this is going to be a beginner build, and it'll be good the moment Ernest drops. At level 1, we've got Accelerator and Concussive Charge. Accelerator will give your teammates a movement speed buff when they walk by it by 30%, and Concussive Charge will allow your sticky bombs to blow you and enemies away from the blast. So the blast part with the explosive grenades, if you throw them at the ground and then blow them up, you'll go flying, right? So you can get up to high places, you can escape better, you can push enemies away. It's really, really versatile, and I feel like it's much better than movement speed. Level 2, we've got the Slower Raider and most important Meal. Now, my choice here is the Meal because damage in general is really, really good, and 10% is a lot. Accelerator is a 30% movement speed debuff to the enemy when they walk by it. Now, the reason I'm not taking the Accelerator, even though the movement speed is a pretty hefty movement speed, is because I don't think the enemies will be running into your egg, like, ever, unless it's like a minion wave, and even then you don't need movement speed for minions. So Meal overall is really good, and melee characters can benefit from this as well. At level 3, we've got Drum Mag and Trigger Delay. Trigger Delay will let your direct hits possibly go off after one bounce of missing a direct hit. So if you shoot your grenade launcher, it bounces once, it doesn't direct impact, then when it comes up again, it hits something, you'll still get the damage amp. So I am going to tilt here towards the Trigger Delay. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because Drum Mag, even though it could potentially increase your DPS, I still feel like it could also decrease your DPS. And the reason for that is because overall, Ernest's attack speed is extremely, like, small from what we saw from the stream. The players were reloading their grenade launcher fucking pitifully, and Benedict kind of has a similar thing where the grenades, or the rockets in his rocket launcher, they're pretty slow to reload. So what advanced and skilled players do is they shoot one rocket, quickly reload, and then cancel the animation, and then shoot another one. So essentially, you're not even losing ammo. And I feel like you can do the exact same thing with Ernest. So that kind of totally cancels out the drum mag for me. And trigger delay, in case I'm a noob and I miss the direct hit, will potentially give me the option, or chance rather, to still get the direct hit. At level 4, we've got chain reaction and bonus boom. Bonus boom will increase the total amount of charges you can have out at once, whereas chain reaction can let you detonate any charges within a certain area around you at once. Now, the reason that I think chain reaction, which is my choice, I think that chain reaction is better, is because I believe you have to be looking directly at your charges to detonate them. So if I have charges behind me set up somewhere, I don't want to have to turn around and look at them to blow them up. Whereas with chain reaction, I can keep doing what I'm doing and then just blow them up. With bonus boom, though, however, you get 2 more detonates, so potentially 400 more damage or whatever. So that's a lot of damage, but I don't necessarily think that'll be worth it. I think chain reaction will be much more convenient, and you don't even have to be looking at them. You could be doing something else and blow them up. So I think that's the best choice here. Level 5, we got Shell Shocker and Expedited Explosives. Expedited direct hits reduce the explosive charge cooldown by 2 seconds per hit, and Shell Shocker, enemies that are hit directly take wound damage. Now, my choice here is the Shell Shocker. The wound is really, really good. It's only 1 second, but I think that's enough if you keep hitting them. And wound is starting to become more of a standard thing in competitive scene. Characters like Caldarius, Isaac, and WIKI, they all have wounds, and they're all really good picks. And Ernest with a wound, I mean, why the hell not? It's wound. The second half of Ernest's Helix tree, we have at level 6 Reinforced Shell and Proximity Alarm. What Alarm will do is it'll automatically detonate your sticky nades if an enemy is near them for half a second. Reinforced Shell will simply double the health of your power egg. My choice here is the double health on the egg because Alarm could potentially mess up your plays. If you've got your sticky nades set somewhere and you're trying to bait someone back, like if they're chasing you, if they get close enough, the things will just blow up before they even get there, right? So not only that, but the health on the egg is actually really good because I have a feeling people are going to be trying to focus your egg down. So even if you get it in a good placement, like if you have it behind a corner or something where you can still peek around and do some damage, they're going to try to overextend a little bit, I feel, to get the egg down. And if the egg's at double health, that means more time that they're exposing themselves, and you can kind of make a play and punish them for it. Rapid launcher and grease canisters are our choices at level 7. Canisters will increase the reload speed by 25%, and launcher will increase your attack speed by 15%. Now, if Ernest's grenade launcher acts anything like Benedict's rocket launcher, where you can clip the rockets on Benedict, if you can do that with Ernest and his grenade launcher, I think either way this will mess up the clipping, and if that's the case, reload speed's my choice because 25% is a lot, and it already looks like Ernest has a slow reload speed from what we saw on the stream. Attack speed is good and could potentially be better, but the egg already gives you 25% attack speed, and so I kind of want to balance it out a little bit, but I also want to pick the better choice, and we're going to have to play around a little bit, see which one's better. As of right now, reload speed is my choice. Level 8, we've got Over Easy and Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled will increase the damage reduction that your defensive egg will give your team by 10%, while Over Easy will increase your egg's shield strength. Now, since we've already taken the egg health, I don't really know if the shield would be worth it, even though 450 is a lot for a shield, first of all, and if your egg's got its own shield, that means it could potentially but soak up more damage before it starts actually hurting its health. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to actually heal up the egg or something, like with a healer. If so, that'd be fucking awesome. Like, put an Umbra Sunspot there just to keep it healed up, you know? Where Hard Boiled, 10% damage reduction is a lot, and that's on top of the 15. So you've got 25% attack speed and 25% if you take this Helix damage reduction. But I feel like people are going to be using the attack speed more than the damage reduction as is. So this one, I'm going to have to give it to over easy. The shield bonus, I think, is going to be a lot more beneficial than the 10% damage reduction, as it'll keep your egg alive more, and 450 is a lot. Level 9, we got Bombastic Blast and Shrapnel Burst. Shrapnel Burst, I feel like, is going to be a way better choice, because if you can set up your stickies well enough to bait an enemy into them or put them on a galt trap or something, the damage is going to be much more better than the radius, because you've already got them right next to the explosives. So, Shrapnel Burst is my choice here, level 9. Level 10, we got Gridlock and Watch Your Step. Watch Your Step will make the explosives do 10% more damage each based on how many hit, and Gridlock will give a 3-second slow whoever is hit by one of those ultimate mines. So my choice here, hands down, is the damage amp per hit, because he throws a bunch of them up in the air and then they come down and they blow up. So if you're hitting someone with at least like 4 or 5 of them, that's like a 40 to 50% damage bonus, like maximum. Like, it just keeps going up. So they go from 100 damage each to like 110, 120, 130, and all that damage adds up. So this is my build for Ernest. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for more content, and I will catch you guys in the next video I make.